Alex Hormozi sold $500,000 of book packages in 12 seconds, even though he gave everything away 5 minutes before. It's what many are calling the entrepreneur event of the season, and here are my thoughts and the 3 biggest lessons I learned throughout the event. And you're going to want to stay till the end because I was one of the people that were at the live event and ended up getting something for free out of it that someone who wasn't at the live event didn't get access to. So let's dive right in. First, what did I think of the event? The event was phenomenal, and it was an awesome case study of what a solid marketing campaign and really good sales technique in live selling can do for a person or a business. To be honest, it was just really a webinar to sell the book in the event for pretty much 60 out of the 90 minutes, and there was a ton of solid sales tactics used during that time, but not in a salesy, horrible kind of way, but rather in a way that was really well-deserved and psychologically and strategically was a phenomenal thing to witness. There were tactics used like value stacking, storytelling, and many psychological triggers to sell as many copies of the book as fast as possible. But the brilliant thing of it was that it wasn't positioned in any way to sell as many books as possible. The entire event, 1 month prior, leading up to it, was all positioned as a super valuable free event to learn from one of the best marketers of our generation, Alex Hormozi. And as the value was stacked on piece by piece, I felt the anxiety of it almost towards the end of the event when he gave away all of the different bits of value that he had promised over the previous 60 minutes absolutely for free. That's right, free. You can actually check out his stuff on acquisition.com, as well as the audiobook version should be up there now for free. And what was interesting for me on how he did it compared to any other live or virtual event that I've ever seen is how he casually dropped the price points. So I've never actually seen this tactic used in live selling whatsoever, and I realized that this specific tactic can't actually be nearly as effective if it's used on a sales funnel or even a pre-recorded webinar. What he did was, after value stacking and making it seem like $100,000+ of value, which took him $10+ million of learning lessons, he dropped off the first price, which was somewhere around $12K. But then after he gave me that little bit of anxiety, he dropped it down to $5K. And then after giving you a little bit more anxiety where people were at the edge of their seats of anticipation, he finally gave it away for all for free. So retroactively, he essentially positioned it as giving away $10 million worth of value absolutely for free. If that doesn't give goodwill in the marketplace, I don't know what will. And what's funny is someone like me who owns a marketing agency that does around $35K a month, I was ready to buy it at every single price point he mentioned, from the $12K price point to the $4.5K price point, until he gave it away for absolutely free. So then after that, when he sold the book as a way of just giving back into the community, I jumped in and I bought a 3-pack for over $100, which, to be honest, seemed like nothing but a drop in the bucket compared to how much value he mentioned was actually in the entire book-in system. Not to mention that, towards the end of the webinar, he made you feel amazing for even showing up by giving away 240 pages of diagrams that he doodled and wrote down over the past 2 years of writing this. And to someone like me, that was incredibly valuable because one single diagram in the $100 million offers book is what helped me scale my business to 2x to what it is today. So the basic lesson from the first thing that I learned is that having goodwill in a marketplace, an audience to back that up, and then a live event specifically is a killer combination. And marketers like myself will study live events like that, I'm sure, for many years to come. The second thing I learned was the importance of emotional selling and value stacking. Hormozi would mention how he spent $2 million learning a lesson that he would then value for $2,000 as something to give away, which he then absolutely gave away for free at the end. This is something that I've learned I need to implement on my own sales calls, because what we do essentially is at least worth $100,000 to most businesses that we actually charge only $9.95 a month for. Value stacking, I realize, can be incredibly effective for giving the real and perceived value of something that you're selling and then comparing it to the actual value of what that person is getting it for. So every single time you sell something, it's positioned as something that's 10 times cheaper than what they could actually be getting it for if they tried doing it themselves. I see value stacking done at the lower levels. I see value stacking done all the way to the highest levels where Alex Hormozi is. And it's something that you should definitely implement into your sales process for your business. And the third and final thing that I learned is how incredibly important of an asset content and goodwill is in the marketplace. Hormozi built an audience over 2 years on the back of purely giving value. I mean, think about your favorite business influencers, from Gary Vee to Ryan Pineda. They've all been giving value after value after value, never really asking for anything in return, at least not that you know of. But on the back end, they're making millions and millions of dollars because people are reaching out to them for help. And this is what value-driven content does for you. It creates authority status around you so that people come to you and ask you for things. And at that point, you have so much value and so much free stuff that you're giving out and so much goodwill in the marketplace that behind the scenes, you can sell things to people that are actually asking from you. And when you sell things to people that are actually asking from you, it's perceived as if you're someone that gives a lot to the marketplace while at the same time making millions of dollars on the back end. Content is one of those assets, like Hormozi said on the live event, that makes every other form of lead generation 10 times better. So no matter where you are, if you have a business below 10K, above 10K, if you're just starting out, you haven't even started, start creating content because it's practically free to do. And if you want better help creating content, I've actually, on the spirit of goodwill of Alex Hormozi's live event today, created the 63-page PDF that I normally give my clients that pay me anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a month for absolutely free. And I've left the link in the description. It's a PDF ebook that combines my 5 years of experience in the media industry, helping over 121 world-class brands get over 150 million views collectively. And I'm giving this away absolutely for free. So just click the link in the description. Now, as for what Hormozi gave away at the end of his live selling event, here's a little clip.
278 pages of frameworks, which includes all the drawings and iterations with videos explaining how each concept came to be. And you can see there, the first that was the first iteration of the value equation, for those of you who know it.
Thankfully, I was one of the people at the event, so I'll be giving it away to people. You're gonna wanna follow me on my Instagram at OmarsViral and shoot me a DM and I'll give it to you. I'll be making one of my following YouTube videos around the diagrams within the book. Anyways, if you found this valuable, I talk about all things content marketing in this channel. Subscribe, show me some love in the comments. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Thanks for tuning in.